Hello there.
We are entering a very dangerous time of Better Call Saul because I am hooked on the show, but that is a bad thing to be hooked this early on because my temptation to record and put other things and other commitments to the side is very high at the moment. And we are not lawyering up today. It's my day off lawyering up. You know, the day off, we get haircuts, we train. Actually, training is every day. That's ingrained into life now. But yeah, what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 23-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia. Shitty shot, baby. And yes, we are journeying our way through watching Better Call Saul for the first time, having finished Breaking Bad, and today we are up to episode 3 titled Nacho. Now, I love the one word titles so far for the names. We've got Uno, Mijo, Nacho, and Hero next episode. But yeah, I'm really enjoying these episodes, and I'm really loving the show so far, despite only being 2 episodes down, and we are about to watch the 3rd one. I'm going to waste no more time. I'm going to get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing, and let's smash it. Let's go. This might be a flashback here, due to the lighting. And I think Charles has a better set of hair. Or he's well done up and well dressed up. But it might not be a flashback, I just thought maybe because of the lighting.
Here's Johnny.
Nah, I think it's a flashback.
All right, you're a sight for sore eyes. You're looking good. Jimmy. Sorry you had to come all this way. It's a long way, right? Right? I know you got a million legal loopholes that we can dance through. Big bag of tricks. You know, any clever technicalities, huh? And reasonable doubt type stuff? Come on, Chuck.
I haven't seen you in, what, 5 years? We barely hear from you. Now that you're in it up to your neck, you can't even call me yourself. You have Mom call me.
Mom took it upon herself to call you. I was just letting her know where I was.
You didn't cry to her on the phone?
What? No.
You didn't cry and beg Mom for help.
What? Jesus. She hears what she wants to hear, okay? I'm gonna cry on a payphone in the middle of Cook County Jail. Jesus.
Everything you're doing, everything you're involved with, that's over.
Just tell me what to do. Whatever it is, I'll do it. Just say it. Please, Chuck. Help me.
Was the deal like he has to become a lawyer or like study law and like Chuck takes him under his wing? Because that'd be interesting to see like those type of origins with Saul, because we've never seen, I don't know. But like Saul was trying to put on a tough guy persona there, like not crying on the payphone. This guy gets involved with shady things. I mean, he still gets involved in shady things, but like...
Jesus, what time is it?
Clock says 2, but I think that might be Ho Chi Minh's time zone.
Chuck, all right?
Yeah, and Chuck is Chuck, all right? Everything's all right. I just wanted to call you. So, hey, what you doing?
Jimmy. No, I'm not talking dirty to you.
Wait, you think that's the only reason I would call you at this time of night? I mean, just give me a little bit of credit, okay?
And you're not talking dirty to me either.
Okay, bye.
I knew it.
I am calling you tonight with quality PG phone conversation. PG-13 at worst.
Let's see.
You know, but if you hang up now and drive straight over, limited time only, I'm offering a free pedicure and foot bath.
Is that right? Well, maybe next time.
Hey,
Booty call?
more for me. Hey, how much exactly did Kettleman get away with?
Excuse me, innocent until proven guilty?
Excuse me, but I'm a taxpayer in this county. I think I have a right to know. And besides, it's not like I'm his lawyer or anything.
This is...
I have to go to sleep.
Yeah, she's doing the right thing.
I know you have court in the morning.
He got away with $1.6 million, at least.
I'm not talking details of the case with you. Good night.
Yeah,
Where do you stash all that dough? I mean, besides for buying that idiotic boat. Hello? Guilty.
Hanging up now.
This guy's, he's probably a target. Somebody might get some bad
I mean, his whole family could be in danger.
What do you mean danger?
I did. I'm drunk.
So, I'm thinking out loud. I'm not spinning thoughts.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will see you down in the court bowels mañana. Good night, Kim.
Good night, Jimmy.
Now, Kim did the right thing there in terms of not telling Saul any court details or anything to do with the case, because that is totally wrong. That is no-go, no bueno. You do not do that. Like, exactly. That is exactly right there. And I know Saul was trying to nice her up and soften her up just to get a little bit more detailed, but totally right on her behalf to do what she did, even if they're best friends or anything. Because as a lawyer, you have that duty of confidentiality with your client, or attorney-client privilege, as they say in this show. And I remember my tutor telling me a story only a week ago in class, about he accidentally, or like there was a judge he knew, or like a barrister he knew, that people would try to get details out of him, or like try to suss him out and be nice to him during a case. And the only reply he'd say is, "What's your offer? What's your offer?" Just in case they tried to come to a settlement. That's all he wanted to hear, whether there was an offer for settlement. He did not have any other reply with the other side with that was just not "what's your offer." That's all it was. And our tutor was telling us a story one time as well, how he went to court and the other side knowingly gave him information, which helped him win the case. But it wasn't information that the other side verbally told him. It was the other side rocked up to court, and he sat next to the lawyer. They were just sitting next to each other. Didn't know he was the lawyer for the he didn't know he was the lawyer for the other side, but they didn't converse with one another. But the other lawyer for the other side had the file for the case right in front of him, and on that file he had the personal details of the client. And he unknowingly told him. And that basically was an advantage for my tutor, who was the lawyer at the time. And he went to that insurance agency to get like sort of information for that client. And they ended up winning the case. I can't remember what off the top of my head it was, but he unknowingly told him. And he, like, our tutor was just saying, he told me. He left it there on the file. It is what it is. But like, you just got to be very careful.
I'm no hero.
That's the next episode. Hero. Or hero. Why did I say hero? Because I'm just going to Nacho and things like that. I don't know. There's something I really like about Saul working out of the nail salon with the fish tank and things like that. I don't know. There's something about it. It's just got this cozy feeling to it. Hello, you've reached Team... Oh, okay.
Gentlemen, you're in danger. You're in danger. This is a warning. You're in danger. This is a friendly stranger. Your whole family's in danger. The money...
You have a terrible connection. Can you call back on a better line?
Gentlemen, you're in danger. They're coming for your money. Bye.
He just said F it at the end. Get that personal battle and struggle going on in Saul there.
In danger.
Whether to warn them or not. And he
They're
said to
coming.
himself, I'm no hero. Oh, beautiful.
Okay, how about this?
That was like
Crime
perfect
surplus
framing right
counseling.
there, and perfect
It's
use
his first
of racking
offense.
in and out of
Can't do it,
focus
video.
to reveal the
Can't do
person
it,
watching
can't
the
do it.
house.
Would you work with me here? Kim, why are you asking me this? Oh, damn it. Here. I'm in a real rush. I didn't have time to get the validation.
Fine, $9. The drill, money of the validation.
Look, this is an emergency, okay? A serious, serious emergency. I have to get out of here. I promise, on the souls of my forefathers, I will get you the stickers when I come back. I will get you extra if you just let me go.
He's playing Sudoku.
Fine, you're gonna make me walk back and get the stickers. I will walk back and get the stickers.
I'm not making you do anything. Those are the rules.
Hey, whatever helps you sleep at night. Screw you, geezer!
I gotta get back.
Yeah, of course. Good luck.
I'm a bit indifferent with Kim at the moment because clearly, I don't know. Do I say Saul or Jimmy? I'm a bit like I'm not confused. Obviously, it's Jimmy at this point, but I just say Saul because it's for the broader audience. Everyone knows, but I'm a bit indifferent with Kim at the moment. I don't know. She has this resting bitch face that I don't know if she's gonna have longevity in this show. She's gonna be this little side cap. I don't know. I'm sussing her out at the moment. Clearly, Saul has this previous relationship with her. With working at the firm, but yeah.
Why did you come here?
I'm just supporting a friend in her time of need.
You want to be supportive? Tell me why you said those things last night.
I'm just reading tea leaves. Same way I knew the Kettlemans needed a lawyer. All that money floating out there, it's logical somebody would come after it.
So the same night you worry about them, they disappear?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's Ripley's.
Jimmy, it's not just Craig and Betsy Kettleman, it's their 2 kids as well. You would say something if you could help find them, right?
I don't know what happened to them. Really, I don't know. De-escalate your situation legally and otherwise. So call me at 146-8729 at your earliest convenience. But soon, please.
Is he gonna hang up and it's gonna call right back?
I have spoken to no one, and there are no rats on this ship, but for the sake of everyone involved, I would just like to open a dialogue. So 146-8729, call me when you get this. 46-8729.
I love that long wide shot of the camera positioned across the street, capturing the car and Saul in front of the payphone.
Nacho? Nacho!
I have a feeling this might be misleading and these guys are cops. Because, like, Tuco and Nacho, I think the other guy's Nacho, if we're going by that name, they won't operate this way in broad daylight.
Thank God! Help! Help! Down! Show your hands! You guys are cops! I got bad knees! Ow! Come on, officers, you're making a mistake. My name's McGill. James McGill. I'm an attorney. Easy! Easy!
This is lawyer.
Who's lawyer?
Oh! I think this guy is testing Saul. I think he did this on purpose.
Going in or what? Hey! You asked for me, and I have come. I want to tell you this was a wise move, very smart, because I'm here to help everyone, all parties, but mostly you. They're calling the FBI in on this, which makes it federal. That's a bad thing, Nacho. That's very bad. But if you tell me where the family is, if you give them up now, full cooperation, deep remorse, I feel very good about knocking your sentence down to the minimum, 18 years. What? Did the cops beat you? Because you're talking like a person with head trauma.
You think you're funny?
What are you saying? Are you saying that you had nothing to do with this? That was your van outside the house. You weren't there?
Yeah, I was there. I was casing the place, figuring out the best way in and out, what time they went to bed, all that. They were fine when I left.
Also, it must have been another individual that kidnapped them.
With the Kettlemans.
I was never in the house.
What about the blood in your van?
They DNA my ride. All they're gonna find is the blood of your skate rat twins, plus whatever piss and shit you leaked out when you were in there. Nobody's been in the back of that van since.
I don't understand.
Here's what I understand, counselor. I told my plan to one other person. One. You. Now here I am, under arrest. Go figure.
I don't know anything about a setup or another crew.
Jump scare vibes.
I don't even care. The cops are out there right now poking into my business, and if they find something on me or my partners for real, it's gonna be bad for you. Really bad.
Bad? Bad as in?
You get me out of here today, or you're a dead man.
That's facts. I like in this scene here, when Saul first entered the room, he had Nacho sitting on the table, and the way the lighting was portrayed, only sort of like 3/4. Oh no, sorry, only about 1/4 of the frame was like lit. The rest was sort of just like dark void. And then when they had sort of like the reverse shot of Saul sitting and facing Nacho, because the other one was obviously Saul standing, just entering the room and facing Nacho. When they had the reverse shot, they sort of captured it the same way, where sort of like the void, like the black dark void lighting was going from the top hand right of the screen to sort of covering the bottom left, whereas before it was from like the top left to all the way to the bottom right. But the way the lighting was constructed in that scene, from sort of like the wide shots, it was very, very well done. You could have had Heisenberg sitting in that room with Felina lighting with Walt.
It's not the Kettlemans. Just test it.
That'll take weeks, if we could even get a DNA sample to compare it to.
Well, isn't that convenient? You've got an innocent man in there right now who I demand you release with an apology.
I know the suspects. There's no evidence that points to anyone else.
Well, then I want to see the crime scene, because you guys are missing something.
Screw you, missing something.
No, detectives, I think that's a good idea.
A good idea?
Yes. I think we should invite Mr. McGill to
I
the
love
house.
how he's yelling just to show Nacho he's
Yeah,
fighting
why?
for his life.
So, what'd we miss?
What if it was Mike that kidnapped the Kettlemans? Nah, Mike wouldn't act like that. It won't be this messy with Mike. Unless I'm wrong, but Mike is not that messy. Oh, Attack of the Clones.
Warren,
I love this kid already.
12 years old.
Stuart Little poster. I love the girl too.
JoJo's room?
Shout out JoJo.
She's 7.
That's it. You're done. Let's go.
It makes perfect sense.
How does it make sense? Why would they do that?
Imminent danger.
$1 million plus, right? You want to get away with all that yummy cash? What do? Run? No, you can't. If
you
you
fake
run,
it.
everyone knows you're guilty. But if you're kidnapped, you're a victim, right? They staged this to throw everyone off. You guys are looking in the wrong place. Who knows how many miles into Mexico or Canada they could be? You got to put the word out. Oh, come on. You don't think it's possible I'm right?
It's possible. Unlikely.
It's possible.
All their cars are here. There's no record of a taxi or car service to the house.
They had a pickup ready.
They didn't get any planes or buses or trains.
You checked all that?
Yes, we checked it. And the doll, it's not news. We saw it was missing.
So where is it?
The girl was scared, crying. Bad guy lets the kid take the doll to shut her up.
I've got to tell you something on the QT, and promise not to be upset with me.
No way am I making that promise.
I called the Kettlemans. After I hung up with you, I gave them a warning call.
A warning call?
Yeah, I was worried my guy Varga was going after their money, and he was. He was going to rip them off. I deduced it from a conversation that we had. It was lawyer to client, so there was, confidentiality issues. But I called the Kettlemans anonymously to warn them.
Anonymously? You did. Oh God, you didn't do the sex robot voice. Did you?
I did. The whole thing, which probably scared the living shit out of them, and they took off. Great. Now we have to find them. Or, better yet, get the cops to let Varga go, because right now my ass is on the highway to the danger zone.
Why are you in danger?
Shout out Top
Nacho
Gun.
Varga. He didn't kidnap the family, but he's a bad guy. He's a very bad guy. And if the cops keep pushing him, they're going to find something. And when that happens, Nacho blames me, and then his guys turn me into a meat piñata.
Jimmy, tell the police.
There's no way I'm going to rat on this guy. I will never be safe. No, I have to convince the cops that I'm right, get them to stop looking at Nacho, and catch the Kettlemans on the run.
And if they never catch them?
The Kettlemans? Well, you've met these people, right? They're not exactly masterminds, right? They will be caught if the cops are looking for them. So you tell them to, would you? The FBI, too. I heard they're getting in on this.
Why would the FBI listen to me?
Well, Hamlin. They'll listen to him, right? APD, at least. You talk to Howard. You explain things to him. He has clout with these people.
Clout.
Is that a no, or?
Hamlin will never agree to it. The Kettlemans are our clients. This would mean incriminating them.
You see? This is why people hate lawyers.
It's Hamlin's call, and Hamlin will never agree. And even if it were up to me, you know I couldn't. I'm sorry,
I get it.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go talk to Nacho. I'm trying to make him see reason. To beg.
Now, the way, I think, obviously, the anonymous call, with the way that scene was constructed after they found out that they were in danger, the actors who were portraying the Carringtons, they did a good job at, I don't know, I feel like they didn't feel like they were in danger. Like, they didn't react to it as if it was an anonymous call, you know, they're in danger. It seemed like they have contacts, and that sort of racking into focus of the anonymous man in the van, yeah, maybe was probably misleading. I don't know. Like, Saul could be right, he could be wrong. There's quite a few possibilities.
Come on.
The funny thing is here is, like, they could run with this joke so long with Mike because we know his capabilities.
I was a jerk, okay?
And
so
we know
I will pay you what I owe you, plus interest. You just let me come through. You're concerned, so pump out the ticket and open the stupid gate already, please. I don't have time for this.
Hey, that guy's got an Autobot symbol or Autobot sticker at the back of his car. Neat little Easter egg right there. Autobots, roll out. I mean, Bumblebee's here. That could be freaking...
What?
What is his name? Jazz.
Hey, I'm gonna park right here.
I don't think you want to be doing that.
Oh, yeah? What are you gonna do? You got a poop-filled diaper in there? You gonna throw it at me? You gonna gum me to that, huh, geezer?
Well, we got this gangbanger dead to rights. Only problem is your guy over there.
Former cop.
To help us get his scumbag client to talk.
Helping out cops.
So what do you say? You on board?
Help us do some good. Okay, here's the deal. You assaulted this man.
Give me a break. I barely touched the guy.
But you laid hands on him first.
Finger. I laid finger on him.
Well, whatever your interpretation, it was still an assault.
Now, this gentleman is willing to let this go, not press charges, if you help us out. You gotta get your client to tell us where he has the family stashed.
Like, guys, I'm the definition of a broken record on this one. Nacho is Nacho Man. Comprendo? Nobody took the Kettlemans. The Kettlemans took themselves.
Why did I say Carringtons? Kettlemans.
That line? It's gonna go rough.
We talked about this. You want to press charges?
No, I don't.
What are you doing, buddy? I thought you had our backs.
No, I don't think I said that, buddy.
So if you get a chance to do the right thing and you puss out,
Hold up. How come you let me off the hook back there?
I'm going back to work. Why don't you quit while you're ahead and go on your way?
No, I refuse to believe it's because you have something resembling a heart inside your body.
You're not going to have a heart inside your body in about 5 seconds.
Okay, don't tell me, all right? I already know why you did it.
Yeah? Why is that?
Because you believe me. That family kidnapped themselves.
All right, I believe you.
I knew it! I knew it! Finally, someone believes me! Why do you believe me?
I heard the details. Your story makes sense.
Of course it does. Devil's advocate, like the cops said, the Kettleman's cars are still at their house. There's no record of them leaving. How'd they get out of the country?
They didn't. Odds are they didn't get out of the neighborhood.
Would they come again?
Look, when I was still on the job back in Philly, we had this case.
Hold up, Ellie. On the job, as in you were a cop on the job?
This bookie disappeared after the Super Bowl. Cowboys, Steelers, took $6 million in bets and skipped town when things didn't go his way. Now, everybody thought he was on the beach in the Bahamas or dead in the Jersey Pine Barrens. Wasn't the case. He was 2 doors down from where he lived in a foreclosed house. Hid there for 6 months without anyone suspecting.
Damn.
But why? Why not run?
Now, that's what everybody expects. It's human nature to want to stay close to home.
They probably at the neighbor's house.
This gentleman figured out how to do it. That's what he did. Nobody wants to leave home.
Or they bought a second property that no one knows about. Or it's in someone else's name. Odds are Kettlemans are looking out the window right now, seeing the whole entire crime scene. Or it's a bunker, a nuclear bunker. Okay, they're camping. Now, if Saul does discover the Kettlemans here over sort of over the fence of their house, camping and things like that, would you guys say that's poor writing in terms of like dumbing down the cops and investigators on this case? Or would you go to say that Thor was just thinking on the spot and it was his wits and smart and it's only the first day of the case, so things are still processing and things like that, and the cops are busy and occupied probably with the DNA samples and things like that, and it was sort of like Mike was saying, the obvious choice is that they're on the run, so they're all busy checking, you know, all those type of records and trying to find things or evidence that points towards them escaping and being on the run, or obviously being kidnapped, because that's the key indication at the moment that they were abducted. So they're trying to figure out everything, and they got their one key witness, but obviously not doing much with it. But yeah, or that one suspect, sorry. And obviously the key focus would be the house itself. Like, a tent would be outside the perimeter, and it's like, well, I don't know. Possibly got the chopper in the sky, maybe. Because Saul is traveling here, and he's got bad knees, so... Finally heard like sort of the indistinct chatter. I just sit back here and laugh.
You hear that? I found your dumbass clients. It's a long story. Look, I'm taking them back to their place. We'll meet you there. Give me a couple hours.
Or maybe track the cell phone, or tell the cops to track it.
Hey, team, let's do this.
Here's Johnny! Hey, Warren. Hey, Jojo. Sorry about that. I'm your Uncle Jimmy, all right? Now you're...
Alright, the dad came in from work right there and said hi.
Yeah, see, they're excited.
Mr. McGill, can we talk about this?
No, we can't. Okay, you're done here. Pack up your stuff, bury your scat, because we're heading back. Civilization awaits.
Finally.
Yo, I reckon...
Please, could we just talk this through?
It's not an option. You either do this on your own recognizance, or the cops come and drag you by your heels. Let's go. Kettleman's time to ship out.
I was about to say, the wife is cold, man.
This is
She is savage.
Yes, it is.
I was about to say, the wife cold.
Yes, Kettleman's
She wears the pants in the relationship. Bingo!
Yeah.
Yo, imagine, like, it ends up being role reversed and they are incriminated and Saul ends up defending them. Like... Ah... Freaking, I want to binge, but I can't at the moment. Oh. If they do change lawyers, though, I think the firm Kim works for, they'd have to disclose everything and give all documents they have on the Kettlemans to Saul. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that was another fantastic episode of Better Call Saul. I'm not fussed that it's like sort of slowly building things up. I'm not fussed about that. And the Kettlemans and this sort of issue right here, I feel like this is like a platform. This is where we build up to the point we get at in Breaking Bad. Obviously, it's a long haul. It's 6 seasons, but I feel like this is like a basic case here, and this is the platform for Saul to get involved with Nacho, to get involved in what he eventually gets involved with Mike and things like that. It's building those relationships, and this is only going to be sort of like a basic case here with like money laundering and things like that, and it's only going to get more complicated, and it's going to get much better, and the scale is gradually going to improve as the series goes on, and I'm all for it because, like I said, this sort of case here is like a minuscule level to build up the characters, to use as a platform to introduce other characters into the show. And yeah, I'm enjoying it because the acting is fantastic. The acting is what's keeping me invested. I always said in Breaking Bad, I could watch two characters converse with one another in a room for an entire episode, and I'd watch it because the characters are great, the interactions are great, the way it's written, the way it's framed, it's all fantastic. Even those episodes where Gus had Mike sort of watching in the corner of the room, and they were in those sort of like little cabins, and he was having those one-on-one meetings. Whoa, I could watch that I could watch an entire 50 minutes of that. And the same goes here because the characters are great and they're written well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to episode 3 of Better Call Saul, ladies and gentlemen. It's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.